Hi everybody, I'm John D'Ambrosia, Chairman of the Ethernet Alliance. Welcome to the Ethernet Alliance's 2018 Ethernet Roadmap. Our roadmap, our vision of what holds for the future of Ethernet. Behind me, you see this year's Ethernet Alliance Roadmap. It's very different than past years where we've talked about how the rates of Ethernet are progressing. The reality is when one asks where Ethernet's going, the answer is very simple, everywhere. Ethernet services many different application spaces, each with diverse needs, such as bandwidth, as well as solutions. Behind me you can see we've got 5 regions outlined. First we have the automation for building and industrial. Today, we're talking about solutions that are really in the gigabit Ethernet rate speeds, but will progress and include 10 meg to a gigabit in the future. Next we see automotive. It provided solutions from 100 meg to a gig. But with its success, people are now looking to expand that range of speeds from 10 megabit all the way up to 10 gigabit. In the middle, you can see the enterprise space. This is really Ethernet's roots. Remember those connections into your computers in the old days? Well, it's still there. It's now providing us with the backbones for our enterprise data centers, as well for the wireless infrastructure that we've all come to rely on. We see servers still going in the gig to 25 gig ranges. We see backbones at 25 gig all the way up to 100 gig, and our wireless access point infrastructure supported by 2.5 and 5 gig that's being run over that existing Cat5e and Cat6 cabling that many installed years and years ago. To the far right, as we go along the Ethernet speedometer, as I like to call it, we see the ranges and speeds growing. Our hyperscale data centers, our service providers, they have the greatest amount of bandwidth pressure. And the 400 gig that's being introduced today is just the start for them. We'll see them grow in the future, and we'll need to talk about the Ethernet Alliance roadmap in 2020. And where is Ethernet going? 800 gig or 1.6 terabit? Who knows, but we'll find out in the future.